Hey everybody, welcome back to Crime in San Antonio with Dish and Tea with D. So we are going to, let alone, get on with another story here about an incident in San Antonio. This is just kind of an update of what's been going on. This is actually an older case, but they just came up with some new information, so I am going to put it out there for everybody. Again, before I do, as always, I'm gonna play my warning and then we can kind of get into it. But before we get into the warning, I just want you to know, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And to inform you that if you haven't already seen my short video, I did put out there that we are having another fundraiser with Panda Express. And this is a national fundraiser, so everybody in the United States can join in. All you got to do is go to either pandaexpress.com or to their app and order for online delivery or pickup and enter the code at checkout and that's it. Panda Express will donate some of those proceeds to Vivid Lifestyles VVLS. And here at Vivid Lifestyles VVLS, we help victims and survivors of abuse. We provide temporary safe housing. We provide medical and mental health care. We provide food and personal hygiene, transportation, all those good stuff. So again, this Halloween, it's on October 31st, so you cannot forget it. This Halloween, after you go trick-or-treating with your kids, go home, order Panda Express, and enjoy the rest of the night, knowing that we are scaring the predators away. This is to help scare the predators. We want to fight against predators who are being abusive to elderly, to the veterans, to the children, to women, to men. Abuse is not it's not blind, and it's not racist, it's not prejudiced. So anybody, I believe it's 1 in 3 women experience some type of violence on a daily basis. I believe it's 1 in 12 men um, experience some type of violence in their lifetime as well, or on a daily basis. So, or sometime in their lifetime. So again, we do want to help that. So don't forget, Halloween, October 31st, we want to scare the predators. Order from Panda Express, either go online or to the app, order for pickup or delivery, and some of the proceeds will go to Vivid Lifestyles VBLS. There are multiple ways that you can donate. You can go to the QR code at the top. It will go to the website and you can donate there. We have Cash App with Vivid Lifestyles, and as well as the PayPal down at the bottom. So there are multiple ways that you can donate as well. We're always looking for donations. Also, if you're in the local area, we're always looking for volunteers. While not all our fundraisers are online like this, some we do have to attend in person, and it's usually me by myself. So I can always use a volunteer to, even to have a conversation with when, things are a little slow. So again, go to the website, sign up to volunteer. There's plenty of other stuff. There's information on there. We are still working on some more of some other resources to add on there and stuff like that, but it is a work in progress. I am in a one-man show right now, so I am doing it all. So again, just give me time and I'll answer any questions, emails, anything like that that gets sent to me. Everything is done to the website now. Also, if you're looking to travel, my fees all get donated to the organization. Nothing gets brought into this into the household. So everything that I do either gets donated back into the organization, or it comes from you guys. Your fees, anything that I do, what wedding planning, coordination, party planning, any kind of planning, coordination, travel, anything like that, those are fees that get sent to the organization. So everything I do, it is nonprofit. So I do not consume any kind of profit off of this, even as a travel advisor. Um, Again, so that way, if you are having a party, if you're getting married or even traveling, as you're doing that, you are saving lives. So just think about it that way. If you're not able to donate, but you do have an event coming up, in that case, just look into our service fees, and those service fees are donated to the organization. So again, Get married, save a life. Travel, save a life. So now we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about what's going on. But before we do, I do want to play the warning. So let's get into it.
Warning: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, and I do reserve my First Amendment right to express myself.
Okay, so this story is actually about Jeremiah Williams. This is an older story, but they have recently came to new evidence, and we'll go from there. So this is a man, Jeremiah Williams. He was arrested and accused of murdering San Antonio boxer in 2019. So Jeremiah Williams is now 25. So if you think about it, 2019 was what, like 6 years ago? So he was 19 when this happened. And I'm assuming the other guy was probably in his teens when this happened as well. So he's now 25 and was arrested on Wednesday for the murder of George Ramos. So again, George Ramos was a boxer here in San Antonio. And apparently they're alleging that this Jeremiah Williams was in connection with that murder. So a man accused of murdering the San Antonio boxer in 2019 was arrested Wednesday, according to the San Antonio Police Department. Jeremiah Williams, 25, was arrested without incident for the murder of George Ramos, the department said. Ramos is Ramos 18 was shot. So that means he was 18 at the time. He would have been around the same age, 20, 25, 24, 25 years old. So Ramos 18 was shot multiple times on June 20th, 2019, while sitting inside his Ford Expedition at a Shell gas station near the intersection of Culebra Road and Les Harrison Drive on the far west side. Surveillance video previously released by SAPD showed a man going to the expedition, exiting it, and then driving off in a red four-door sedan. Ramos's mother, Jessica Ramos, says she just wishes Williams had gotten to know her son. If you were his friend, you would have enjoyed my son, Ramos said. It would have been good if you would have just gotten to know him, but instead you killed him. George was most known for his boxing skills that leave positive memories of George everywhere Jessica looks. Jessica said she's glad Williams was arrested, but says she's still searching for justice through Williams' sentencing. The only thing that would be justice for me is a life for a life and have them take his life so his parents can hurt the way I hurt, Ramos said. Officers said Wednesday that they were able to get a license plate, but it was the only information they had at the time. The case was handed over to a cold case detective in January 2024, and investigators found evidence to determine Williams is as a person of interest. Officers located Williams on Wednesday during a traffic stop on the west side, so he didn't leave far from the area. I mean, he stayed in the area. I mean, for 6 years, he was probably in that same area. Police said officers detained Williams for an unpaid ticket, and detectives interviewed him and obtained a warrant for the 2019 murder. Williams said nothing to reporters Wednesday afternoon as officers walked him to the police unit at SAPD headquarters. So police said Williams is the only suspect in the case, but the investigation is still active. The relationship between Williams and Ramos is unclear. Additional information was not immediately available. Well, obviously, it took him 6 years to find this dude. So, wow. Can you imagine? And 6 years ago, I think actually my sister was probably living in that area. Maybe it was maybe before then, but yeah. So again, but yeah, I mean, I kind of remember, but don't remember all the details about this. I remember the boxer and kind of the area, but as you may know, there is really nothing found. The story kind of died out, kind of thing, and um, he's been. I don't even know what to say about this dude. Like this dude is just retarded for being in the same area after so long. Like I guess he thought he was in the clear. You had a traffic ticket, so I wonder how old this traffic ticket was. Because it says during a traffic stop, police said detained Williams for an unpaid ticket. So he's gotten pulled over before. He's gotten, so this dude has came in contact with the police several times before. I mean, even being a complete suspect for this case, obviously. So again, this I mean, whatever detective that came on the case obviously did his job. I don't know what the police were doing 6 years prior to this. I get it. We do have a lot of cases here in San Antonio. And just to, I mean, it's so sad. I mean, there were teenagers at the time, 18 and 19 years old, or 18 and 17 years old, around that time. And, you know, I am actually, let me see if I can play the video, but with no sound. That way you can kind of just see what's going on. Okay, so as you can tell, Mom is very upset. I wasn't sure if you're able to hear that or not, but for some reason the volume doesn't come up when when I share videos. So I either have to download the videos and replay them for you, or screen record them, or really have the volume up high enough so the microphone can like hear it as we're watching it. So sorry about that, guys, but you can definitely look up the video. It is online and things like that. So my job is just to bring you the information and just to kind of inform you guys of what's going on in San Antonio. So, again, if you haven't realized, San Antonio, the overall crime here, San Antonio has a higher crime rate than both the state and the national averages, driven primarily by high rates of property crime. However, recent reports from city officials and law enforcement indicate a declining trend in both violent and property crime, including a significant drop in motor vehicle thefts during early 25. With a crime rate of about 61 per every 1,000 residents, San Antonio's crime rate is considered high compared to communities of all sizes across the country. For a city of its size, San Antonio's combined violent and property crime rate is notably higher than the average. Violent crime, despite higher past figures than San Antonio Police Department reported a decrease in violent crime during the first quarter of 2025, specifically in homicides and sex offenses. The decline is partly attributed to targeting high-risk behaviors related to drug and sex, to drug activity, theft, and personal disputes. In a 2022 analysis, San Antonio's violent crime rate was 883 per every 100,000 people, which was about 149% higher than the national average at that time. So again, San Antonio, we are one of the highest crime rates all across the board. San Antonio's property crime rates are significantly higher than the state and national averages. Motor vehicle theft was a major contributor to high property crime rates in 2023. SAPD, however, reported 27% decrease in the crime category for 2025. In the first quarter of 2025, property crimes were down 24.5% compared to the same period in 2024. So in less than a year, in about a year, it dropped about almost 25%. Don't believe that's true, but we'll just continue reading. As with any major city, crime rates vary by neighborhood. Some of the safer areas identified include Monte Vista, Alamos Park, Alamo Heights, and Northwood Oak Park. Areas that have been identified as having higher crime rates include Nevada Street, Pecan Valley, East Terrell Hills. Tourist safety. While crime rates are a concern for residents, tourist areas like downtown are considered generally safe with a visible police presence. When visiting San Antonio, standard precautions like being aware of your surroundings and not displaying valuable items are recommended. Yes, we do have people that do, you know, rob rob the tourists and things like that. Especially don't walk in alleys downtown, always stay on the main streets, especially at nighttime. There is quite a bit of police presence downtown, especially on bikes and stuff like that, but you still don't want to be caught in a dark area by yourself with anybody. Um, Especially if you're near the river. Chanel, hush. Especially if you're along the river, things like that, easily. I mean, especially now since they're not considered drowning as a form of murder or homicide or anything like that. So again, also a reason why crime has decreased. So they're changing all the criteria for different definitions and different reasons for crimes and they know how like they have property crime, theft crime, homicide crime and things like that. So they're changing little pieces here and there. So certain things like let's say somebody had to commit a crime by forcing somebody underwater, making them drown, and causing their death, kind of thing. Well, that's not considered anything major as a major crime because pool deaths are no longer considered any kind of in that type of crime. So it won't show up as a homicide or as you know, a drowning or anything like that. It's just considered an accident. I don't know how that works and why that operates. I mean, somebody takes your if somebody takes somebody's life, it's obviously. But anyway, again, it's all for statistics and numbers, so that way they can play with that and make you guys believe crime is going down when actually, as news keeps reporting, the crime seems to not have slowed down as much as they say they has. So I mean, it only shows in numbers, but it doesn't show in far as the news reporting, or any other factual documents as far as arrest and police documents and affidavits and court records and all this other stuff. So it is what it is. I think that's why that traffic safety people did their own research and did their own, um, received their own data and made their own spreadsheet and gave us the actual facts about what's really going on here in San Antonio. All right, guys. So with that said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. Don't forget to go to the website. Don't forget to donate. Don't forget Halloween, Scare the Predators. Order from Panda Express. Order for your kids, for a party, for the neighborhood. Tell your neighbors, tell everybody around you that this Halloween we are getting together. We are gonna scare the predators, and we are gonna all have Panda Express and have Panda Express donate some of those proceeds to Vivid Lifestyles with VLS so we can save some of these abuse victims from these predators. These predators are on the prowl. As you can tell, there are many more stories coming out. I know one was just about an elderly person, so we will get into that as well. A bunch of kids, adults after kids, kids after adults. It's a chaotic world, so we need we need to help these people who are in danger. Anybody who's in an abusive relationship, in an abusive situation, their lives are in danger, and we need to help them. So again, please reach out. We have Cash App down at the bottom, floating Cash App, money sign, Vivid Lifestyles. We have PayPal. Go to the PayPal website, which is paypal.com/donate, and then the rest of the stuff. Go to the QR code that leads to the website, and you can click on the donate button there, and you can donate through the website as well. There's a bunch of other stuff so you can contribute your way in finances. We have a like book reading club, so you can get into that. We go over books in regards to abusive victims of abuse and things like that. So, and we just try to relate it to our own lives. We have that. We actually have a group for volunteers where they can volunteers can get together and help volunteers be successful at volunteering. Um, it's a lot more than just kind of showing up, and I mean, even though that is a lot, but there is a lot more to volunteering than just kind of like showing up and being there for hours or because you were court ordered or anything like that. um so again, there's a lot of ways to interact and to support Vivid Lifestyles VVLS and to support the abuse. So please go there, read some of the stuff that's going on, see some of the videos that I have, and you will see San Antonio and even elsewhere. We really are focusing on local, but we do want to expand out into other states and build that community and build those networks and start having people in other states start being the arms and legs and extensions of Vivid Lifestyles here in Texas. So again, don't forget, like, subscribe, share this video, spread the word about the Halloween event. Please go check out the video for the Halloween event if you are confused about what's going on. All you got to do is just order from Panda Express. Go to pandaexpress.com, download the app, whichever, just enter the code and at checkout, and that's pretty much it. We're not requiring you to come back to our website and donate to us or anything like that. You just got to order food from a place that you probably already eat on a normal basis. So that's all we ask is, take your time out, eat on that day. Say, instead of eating on takeout on Wednesday, eat it on that Friday, and you can be helping saving lives. Again, thank you for being here with me. Y'all stay safe, and I hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to support the channel so I can keep bringing you this content on top of that. And again, Dish and Tea with D here. Until next time, hearts, hearts, hearts.